One of my favorite quotes from Benjamin Franklin: if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And I think that is a very apt quote for us here in Toastmasters. It's certainly something I've adopted as Vice President of Education. One of my goals is to help each one of you achieve your goals. Why are you in Toastmasters? What's in it for you? As each of you answers these questions, I have a vision to help you fulfill the answer to that question. There are 3 parts to my vision. First, every member will have a Toastmasters goal. Second, every member will lay out a plan to achieve that goal. And third, if the goal is related to your Pathways progress, it's not necessarily so. My vision is also for you to complete those projects within Pathways and update our online progress sheet. In my working life, I attended many courses over the years. Some of them were on goal setting. Setting SMART goals was one thing that was laid out for us and emphasized. Certainly, again, applies to Toastmasters. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. 5 aspects. I'll come back to that in a moment. So the first part of my vision was about every member setting a Toastmasters goal. Each of us joined for a different reason, so our goals are necessarily going to be different. The goal needs to address what's in it for you. And keep in mind that there is no wrong goal. There are only goals that are uniquely suited to you. Once you've established your goal, you need a plan so that you make it happen. Considering our varying goals, each of them is going to lead us down a different path, so to speak, a different direction within our plans. Some general goals that you might say could be cultivating skills in impromptu speaking, or being more polished in your presentations, perhaps improving your skills at providing feedback. But I want you to think smart with your goals. Dig deeper. Look at the Pathways projects as well as our meeting roles. By participating fully in the Toastmasters program, I know you will see your skills developed. So if your goal is related to speeches within your path, how many speeches will that entail? Consider, how often do you want to speak? Sign up, make it happen. Perhaps your goal is to fill every agenda role through the year. So make a list, go through the agendas, and sign up. Your goal might be focused on Pathways electives. There are so many in levels 3, 4, and 5. Perhaps you want to develop skills specific to presentation software, leading a panel, managing online meetings, writing a blog. These are but a few of the choices that you would have. So look, see what piques your interest, see what fits that what's in it for me. Maybe you have an objective related to speech contests, near and dear to my heart, for sure. Do you want to be a participant, an official, or maybe you want to see what a contest looks like outside of our club? If your aim is leadership, Toastmasters can help you. Serving on the executive is the first step in making your leadership goals be attained. All of our executive, I'm sure, I'll speak for them all, would welcome you to shadow them, to see what the roles are all about. And then in May, when we have elections, you will put up your hand and volunteer. Now, the third part of my vision is that you will complete your projects in Pathways and update our chart. When you're planning your speeches, it's really important for you to open that project, read through the pages, and take a look so that you understand better what are the learning outcomes that you can achieve. There is a survey at the beginning of the project and a survey at the end. Do those surveys, because that's one of the ways that you will be able to see your measure of progress. The surveys are confidential. Nobody sees them but you, so you don't need to be worried about that information getting out there in the world. Now, related to that, we have an online progress chart. There's a link at the bottom of each of our agendas. Now, back in the day, we had paper copies and we would put them out and we would see the progress that members were making. But we're a hybrid club. Doing things just in person doesn't work very well. So thanks to Brad, we have this online version. Make sure you update your projects as you do them. And take a look from time to time to perhaps see how are your fellow members doing in their progress. Send them a shout out, because maybe your encouragement is exactly what they will need to continue to speak. Now, over the next short while, hopefully in the next week to 10 days, my plan is to send an email to every single member, a personalized message. It's not going to be a broadcast message, asking you about your goals, saying where you are, outlining where I see you as that you are at in Pathways, and asking you to share back with me and your mentor, what are your goals? Because only in knowing those goals can we help you. So please consider why you joined. Set your goals, and in doing so, you will really answer that question, what's in it for you? Another of my favorite quotes is from Henry Ford. I'll close with this. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. I think you can, and I hope that in this speech, I've convinced you as well that you can. Back to you, Marty.
Thank you, Connie.